A little over a year and a half ago, I purchased this Alain Dupetit suit that I'm wearing today for only $39. The original video I did was so bad I thought after a year I had to do a remake video going over the suit and kind of talking about how the suit has held up over the past year. So for the most part, I think this suit has done a really good job of holding up. I don't wear it as much as I used to when I first got it. I've probably worn it about 15 times and it's still held up pretty good after 2 washes. I think it's doing pretty good. When I first got it, I had it altered to where the sides would be taken in so that it fit a little bit better. Also had the legs slimmed down so that they'd be a more tapered fit, and had these pants hemmed by my grandmother. At the time that this suit arrived, I thought it was a really good value for the money, but since I've grown in my style journey, I've realized that this suit is kind of not as good as some of the other options that you can get for the same price point or less if you were to buy used. The first thing I dislike about the suit is probably the fabric, because this is some sort of rayon polyester blend. On the label it says it's 100% suit tech, and I'm not sure what exactly that is, but after doing some research on the website, the suit is listed as 65% Tetron and 35% rayon. So they're both synthetics. They're not a good fabric. I mean, it's a very lightweight, but it doesn't feel that good, and it's really not breathable at all. When I've worn this in the past, I've often found myself in a puddle of sweat, and so I mean, it's not a really good material. The fabric is not as good as something that you could find used off the rack. So guys, before we get into the second thing I don't like about the suit, if you have not done so yet, please be sure to give us a like. That helps the channel grow, and I'd really appreciate it. So number 2, the second thing that I dislike about the suit is the overall construction. This suit has a very hard glued material. It doesn't drape well on your body. It's not that comfortable, and it doesn't have any bend to it. I mean, it's kind of restricting. Also, the armpits are very low, so you can't really lift up very high without restricting the movement and moving the rest of your body and throwing off the look and the drape of the suit. Having a glued canvas on the chest often makes the suit run extra hot, and so it's really bad compared to having a half canvas or a full canvas suit. And then the third thing that I dislike about the suit is the fact that the pattern is rather basic. The way that they cut this, the way that they made this garment was very basic. You have 2-inch lapels, which are very thin. There's really not any width to them. There's kind of a gap between where the chest pocket and the lapel meets, which is something I don't like. I prefer a wider lapel because I think it balances me out a little bit better. Then also the shoulders, they're very padded. They're very unnatural shoulder, and so I prefer something a little bit more straight. As you can see here, it's all right, but it's just it's not something that I like. I like more of a soft, relaxed shoulder. Also, the buttons on this are really cheap. It lacks functioning buttonholes, which is a sign of good quality. The stitching is not that well, and so overall, this really does show its price point. And really the only thing I do like about this suit is the fact that it's super affordable and you get a brand new suit. If you're the guy that needs a suit for just a one-off event, then this is going to be the product for you. This is going to get the job done, and you're going to look good in this suit once you get it tailored a little bit. I don't think this suit fits bad. It's not puckering anywhere. It doesn't really have a really bad look to it. It's very passable, and people will think that this is an expensive suit. So if you're looking for your first suit, or if you're looking for just a cheap suit for one day, one event like a wedding or a funeral, this is going to be the option for you, but I wouldn't suggest building your entire wardrobe based with these suits. I don't think they're that good, and they're really not something that I feel like I could wear for over 10 years. In the past, I've picked up suits from Goodwill that have been way better quality, and so my advice to you, I know you can't do it right now because there's a quarantine and a lot of places are closed, but when everything opens back up, if you're looking for a suit, go ahead and look on eBay. You could do that while you're home. And then also you can go to Goodwill, your local thrift stores, consignment shops. It's just that my taste has grown over the past couple of years. I like a higher quality item, and I don't like to pay a lot for it. So I do a lot of thrifting, and I think that's going to be the best move for you. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did so, please be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Turn on notifications as well so you get notified whenever I put out a new video here at GentStyle. And with that being said, I'm Robert, this is GentStyle, and I'll see you in the next video.